Cosmo for captain. Chapter 1. Boulder Ball. It was a sunny afternoon in Volcano Valley. The dinosaurs had met next to the lake. They were going to play Boulder Ball. Stags and Tricky were the team captains.
I want to be a captain,
Squeaked Cosmo. He was the smallest dinosaur.
Don't be silly.
Laughed the others.
You're not big enough.
it shouldn't matter how big I am.
Said Cosmo. The dinosaurs stood in a line. The captains picked teams. Cosmo and Patty were picked last. Nobody wanted them. Cosmo was too small, and Patty was too slow. The captains chose a boulder. Then the game began. Cosmo and Patty tried to get the boulder. They tried very hard. Patty ran after it, but she was too slow. Someone else always got there first. Cosmo could get to the boulder, but he was too small. He couldn't move it, no matter how hard he tried. The other dinosaurs laughed at him.
It's not fair.
Said Cosmo.
If I were captain, I'd choose a small boulder, one that everyone could play with.
Just then, a dreadful roar echoed across the valley.
Oh, no.
Wailed Stags.
It's Tyro.
Tyro was a terrible tyrannosaur. She was always gobbling up other dinosaurs.
Quick!
Shrieked Tricky.
We'd better hide or she will eat us.
The dinosaurs ran off. Patty and Cosmo were left by the lake. Patty was very scared. She was too big to hide and too slow to run. Her large eyes filled with tears.
Don't wait for me, Cosmo.
She said sadly.
You had better go and hide.
Cosmo was scared too, but he stuck by his friend and thought fast.
Don't worry,
He said.
we'll be all right.
Chapter 2. Shake, rattle, and roar. The ground shook and the lake shivered as Tyro stopped into the valley. Her mouth and claws were dripping with blood. She had already eaten two megalosaurs that morning, but they were just a snack. Now she was ready for a proper meal.
Dinner time.
She roared. Tyro arrived at the lake, but there was no one there. Even Patty had disappeared. Tyro was not stupid. She knew the dinosaurs were hiding, and she knew how to find them.
What shall I have to eat?
She said, as if thinking out loud.
A juicy iguanodon or a fat triceratops? No, what I really fancy is a crunchy stegosaurus.
The dinosaurs were hiding behind a pile of rocks. Stags heard Tyro say that she was going to eat him. He was very, very scared. He trembled so much that the plates on his back were rattling.
Shush.
Whispered the other dinosaurs.
Tyro will hear you.
But it was too late. Tyro was already coming towards them. Tyro had almost reached the pile of rocks when she heard a squeaky voice.
Hey, swamp rat, if you want to pick on someone, why not pick on me?
Tyro looked round and saw Cosmo. He was dancing up and down next to the lake.
Don't be silly.
Snorted Tyro.
I wouldn't waste my time chasing you. You are only a little mouthful.
And she turned back towards the rocks. Chapter 3. Scaredy-saurus Rex. Tyro had almost found the other dinosaurs when Cosmo called out again.
You tyrannosaurs are all the same.
He said,
If someone stands up to you, you run off with your tail between your legs.
Tyro stopped in her tracks.
What did you say?
She snarled.
You heard me.
Yelled Cosmo.
You're a scaredy-saurus.
That's enough.
Shouted Tyro.
I'll show you who's a scaredy-saurus.
The tyrannosaur swung around and stormed towards the lake. Cosmo did not look frightened, but he was just pretending. He was really very scared. Tyro's huge jaws swooped down. It looked as if he was going to be snapped up. He was going to be chewed into 1,000 soggy pieces. But Cosmo didn't run away. At the last moment, Cosmo jumped backwards into the lake. He landed on a small island close to the shore.
Come on, clumsy claws.
He yelled.
Come and get me, if you dare.
Tyro hesitated. She didn't like water, but the island was very close to the shore.
Hey, fossil face, what's the matter?
Shouted Cosmo. He waved his tiny fists.
Are you a scaredy-saurus after all?
That settled it. Tyro wasn't going to be called any more names. She charged into the water and waded towards the island. The other dinosaurs peered out from their hiding place. They were amazed by what was happening.
What does Cosmo think he's doing?
Asked Tricky.
Has he gone mad?
And where is Patty?
Asked Stags. Tyro thrashed through the water towards Cosmo. The little dinosaur was still laughing. The more Cosmo laughed, the madder Tyro got. She was so mad, she didn't notice that Cosmo's island was moving. It was leading her further and further into the lake. Chapter 4. Patty pops up. All of a sudden, Tyro was up to her neck in water.
Help, help, I can't swim.
She shrieked.
Oh, dear.
Said Cosmo. He wasn't scared anymore.
I don't suppose you want my help. I'm only a little mouthful.
Please,
Howled Tyro.
I'll do anything you want.
Anything?
Asked Cosmo.
Anything.
Spluttered Tyro.
Do you promise to leave our valley and never come back?
Yes, yes, I promise.
Gurgled Tyro. She was desperate.
Just get me out of this water.
All right, then.
Said Cosmo. He stamped his foot on the island. Patty's head popped out of the water next to him. Then Everyone realized what had happened. Cosmo wasn't standing on a real island. He was standing on Patty's back. That was how she had disappeared. That was why the island had been moving. Patty dragged Tyro back to the shore. The other dinosaurs had come out from their hiding place. They were clapping and cheering. Tyro felt terrible, and she hated being laughed at. She struggled to her feet. Then she trudged out of the valley without saying a word. The dinosaurs thanked Cosmo and Patty for saving them.
I thought I was going to be eaten,
said Stags.
I would never have dared to lead Tyro into the lake,
said Tricky.
It was all Cosmo's idea.
Said Patty.
He's the one you should thank. Nonsense.
Said Cosmo.
I could never have done it without Patty. It was just good teamwork. Now, what happened to our game of Boulder Ball?
Asked Cosmo.
I think we should start again,
Said Stags.
with new captains.
Said Tricky.
someone who will look after their whole team.
Agreed Stags.
Cosmo and Patty.
Shouted all the others.
The end. Hello, my friends. I am Captain Somo. You saw how Patty and I and our companions overcame the evil dinosaur Tyro. It was really very difficult and exciting moments. I was very afraid, but with willpower and determination and perseverance, you can face the odds. I hope you have enjoyed today with us in our adventure. See you soon in other interesting stories. I love you guys so much. Goodbye.
I like to party!